So this is going to be a video on how to fix leaky F-150, because there's not a whole lot of literature on the internet about this type of thing. So what a lot of times people run into is this third brake light here. It'll leak because there's this foam gasket in here, and the one on the factory housing is really thin, and it shrinks over time and it allows water in, so you'll end up with stains on your headliner. Oh, I don't know if you can see that, but usually when the third brake light leaks, it'll be on both sides, and as you can see here, it's only on one side. So I thought that this is where my leak was coming from. So first I tried to RTV the factory housing, and that didn't work. So then I replaced the entire housing, and that still didn't fix my leak. So what I did was I came up here with a garden hose, and I started at what I thought the lowermost point of the leak could be, and I just took some water and sprayed right at the top seam of the window here for probably about 5 or 10 seconds, and looked inside the truck, and there was water coming through. So that led me to believe that the back glass was leaking, and that turned out to be what was happening. So with that being said, there's not a lot of how-tos on the internet about how to take this back glass out and reseal it. So what you're gonna start with is the back seat, and you've got these plastic paddles right here. They're going to be on the inside edge of this child seat anchor on both sides. And what you got to do, I reached around the back of the seat and grabbed it like this and just kind of pushed it away as I was lifting up on the seat back. And same thing on the other side, just kind of reach around the back. I've seen what little information I could find on the internet. There was people that used a screwdriver, but I couldn't get a screwdriver in there, so I just reached around it and pulled it with my hand. Now if you have bigger hands, that might be a problem. You might want to recruit the help of somebody with smaller hands. And after you get the back seat out, I started down here with this door seal panel, and as you can see, there's a little clip right there that you need to pop up so you can get the bottom of this this pillar trim out. And there's a little clip right there you're gonna pop out, and there's a clip down here towards the bottom. It's like right around, I think it's right here where it plugs into the cab. So you're gonna take that bolt out. There's a bolt behind this clip. You're gonna take that bolt out. It's a 7 millimeter. And once you get that bolt out and you get these clips pulled and you get the bottom of the panel out from under this door seal panel, you can just pop it out and bring it down and just kind of hang it from the seat belt here. Now that's how you remove the seat and the trim on the Super Cab. The Super Crew is different, but there's a lot of information on how to remove the seat back on the Super Cruise, so that's not a big deal. Then you're gonna have this there's an insulation panel here, and there's gonna be 3 clips across the top right there, one in the middle and one over there. You're gonna take those out, and then you can just take that insulation panel out, just kind of run it behind this seat belt here. And then you got 2 clips in the back of your headliner. Just reach up under the headliner with your hand and pull those down, and then you'll be able to access all of the nuts that hold the back glass in. Those are, I think those are 9 millimeter. Yeah, they're 9 millimeter, and this is what they look like. So just take all those off with a 9 millimeter, and then what I did was I took a putty knife and went in between this this pinch weld here and the glass itself, and I just kind of worked my way around it enough to just loosen it up a little bit. And once I got it kind of loose, I pried against it a little bit, and I started using a flathead screwdriver to just break the seal that was in here, because it's sealed with butyl tape, and it's some pretty nasty shit. We spent a couple hours getting it out of there, and that's what it looks like. And here's the back glass. These are the studs where it bolts into the cab, and this track here is where your seal's gonna run. I've got all the old factory butyl tape out, and it's mostly clean. I'm gonna run over it with some rubbing alcohol to just really clean up the surfaces. I'm gonna do that on the window and on the cab. And once I get that done, I'm gonna take this stuff. This is just, it's butyl tape. It's 3/8 by 15 foot. I got that from O'Reilly's for like it was like $30. So Ford, I called Ford and I talked to them, and they were gonna try to sell it to me for $45, and I knew I could find it cheaper somewhere else. So that's what I did. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean this up with alcohol, and then I'm gonna run this around this little track here where it sits. And you want to be kind of careful not to touch the actual seal, because that can be detrimental to getting a good seal. But I'll show you what the problem is here on these models. See how the track runs right here, and they always leak in the corners because there's no track in the corner. It's just, I don't know if you can see. Go focus. Hold on here. You can see where the track is. There's still some gunk there I need to get out. But then in the corner of the glass, it just kind of goes flat. So that's just poor craftsmanship on Ford's part. And really, honestly, there should probably be like a class action lawsuit against them or something, because everybody has these problems with these trucks. They all of them freaking leak. So yeah, so that's basically a quick rundown of how to reseal your back window on a 12th generation F-150. That's 2009 to 2014. I don't know what the other generations, what the procedure would be for the other generations, but that's what it is for this. So like, subscribe. If you want more how-to videos, let me know. Peace.